Stream has started. Alright, I'm gonna get it pulled up on my phone. Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. Today's competition is at ATL Dragway, Nopi Nationals. I'm going to go ahead and get the line map pulled up for everybody here. The short run up to the initiation, drivers are able to pull handbrake to initiate. And then it's all the zones for the most part here are super tight against the wall. So we want to see the drivers be as close as they can to that first wall and second wall for the first and outside zones. It's a bit of a slow section there, so we're just letting the drivers know. And then also going out to the fourth outside zone, it's kind of slow as well, but same thing as before. We want to see them right on the wall, filling out that zone the best they can. Then same going to the fourth zone, and then after the fourth is a long sweeper. Should see some cars getting up to pretty high speeds through there. Then they have to angle back up to get to the fifth outside zone, but careful not to drop a tire over the white line. And then a big flick onto the wall for the last outside zone, the sixth outside zone, to the finish of the track. And that is the layout for today. We are in the ADL Elite Cars. They're our pro pack. We should have a lot of interesting battles. This track is very tricky. It's kind of deceiving. Doesn't appear to be, but it's very. It can be hard to hit right. So we should be in for some good battles. We're going to give the drivers a little bit more time to warm up here before we get our first battles going, which shouldn't be too much longer. We have a timer set. How much longer on that timer? All right, well, I'm ready now. If you're ready to go in there and to get the driver set up, I'm ready when you are. All right, our first battle of the day is going to be Lucas Frank against Swifty Dim. I'm going to go ahead and get the overlay pulled up. Turn on driver names. Everybody can see who's who. Alright, I'm assuming this is Lucas here in the S13. Alright, here we go. Our first battle is underway. We have Lucas Frank leading, 50 Dim chasing. Good initiation there from Lucas. Not quite all the way out to that second outside zone. Let's see what he can do coming out to the third. Slight wall tap there, but that's okay. 50 Dim needs to get a little bit of proximity back on him. Playing it safe maybe after he's seen he missed the second outside. Not too bad though. Not a bad first battle of the competition. Hope you guys can hear the cars. I was having problems with the OBS earlier, so if you guys can't, just let me know. Oh. Alright, good initiation there from Dwifty Dim. Filled out the outside zone, second outside zone really well. Hitting the third outside zone really well is also... Oh, Lucas giving a little bit of a bump there. Keeping it together though. 50 Dim putting down a really solid lead line here. Oh, and then hits the wall going across the line. Oh, I forgot to tell the drivers in the driver meeting that they will be lining up at this this gate. Man, I knew I forgot something. Get the overlay down. I forgot to swap that as well. Sorry about that, guys. It's been a while. Yeah, there we go. Frank, if you want to pull over here as well, hopefully they let you know that. Waiting on the judges to make a call. We will have to get them to be sure to tell the drivers that they need to line up over here after the run is over. Not a bad first battle though. Almost exactly what we want to see. Dwifty Dim definitely put on a really good lead run. And there we go. Dwifty Dim gets the win and he will move on. Alright, get set back up over here. Or wait on the next battle to come to the line. Next battle will be Joseph JK against Gustavo. Get locked onto him. Here we go. They are off for our second run of today's competition. Joseph JK with a really big flick, right, filled out that first zone all the way. Perfect flick almost on that, on his entry. Hitting all the zones exactly like he should. Gustavo looks like he's having a little bit of trouble there in the chase. See how he comes to this fifth outside zone. Very well. Oh, very close transition there from Gustavo at the end. Wow. Not a bad run. Get them flipped around. Gustavo will lead now. Joseph will chase. Gustavo in the E92. Big flick from there from Joseph. Almost went off track. Gustavo a little short on that third outside zone. Filled out the fourth perfectly. Very smooth lead here from Gustavo so far. Minus the being short in the couple zones. Still very, very smooth. And Joseph looking like he might have struggled there to get that last transition. But not too bad. Not too bad from our drivers. Get them lined up over here at the gate. See who will move on. Yes, and for the drivers wondering, the lead and chase, it goes off based off your second run. So on your second run, whoever led will line up in the lead, and chase, whoever chased will line up at the chase. So sorry for not saying anything about that in the drivers meeting, but there we go. Joseph moves on. Thank you for coming out, Gustavo. Hope you see you in the next comp. Our next battle will be Dave against Joe Daddy. All right, here we go. They are off. Oh, a little bit of a hiccup there on the start, but we get him going. All right, not a bad entry here from these two. Joe Daddy all over the door of the lead driver. I'm blanking on his name right now. I do apologize. But, oh, 2 tires over the white line there in the 5th outside zone. Not very good on his part. That is a 0 for... I can't remember if the judges said for the entire run or just for that zone. I believe it's just for that zone. But Joe Daddy with a really good chase there. Dave in the chase this time. All right. Big fast flick there from Joe Daddy in the lead. Dave needs to make up some proximity here. BRZ looking like it's really hooked up here on this track. Joe Daddy putting down a really smooth lead there. Sounds like he has that car perfectly geared for this track. All right, we're running through this. Hardly have time to do anything else. All right. Who are the judges going to give it to? Is it going to be Dave in the S15 or Joe Daddy in the BRZ? There we are. It's going to be Joe Daddy moving on over Dave. And that is it for Group A. Group B should be coming in here. They're going to get a couple practice runs. And then after they get a few practice runs, we will get them sent off as well for their battles. Would like to thank all the drivers that showed up today for the competition. We did have quite a few people not show up, but I do want to thank the drivers who did come. Definitely means a lot to us. Also, all of our sponsors, you guys can see them scrolling across the top left-hand corner of the screen. Huge shout out to all of them as well. We are waiting for Group B to get in here. We should have had them both just join A and B. Usually the groups are one more battle longer. Oh, the first group went by super fast. But yeah, this track you can download it from our Discord now. There's a link to download the track in the Discord, and there's a link to the Discord in the description of the live stream. If you want to try this track yourself, it is, like I said, it's linked in the Discord, but there will be some updates done to it before the guy who made the track, Randall Kenny, before he releases it on Vosen. He's going to do some updates to it, make it a little bit nicer, and then release it to the public to drive for themselves. All right, not sure what is taking Group B so long to get in here. I'll go ahead and send you guys to a commercial break while we figure out what is going on. Hey, give me just give me just a second longer to get the overlay and everything done before you go to the next battle. And be sure to tell the guys whenever you jump in, I guess, because I forgot to go over it in the driver meeting, that the advance gate after their second run. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was my bad. I totally forgot to do that. Looking like a bunch of damn rookies out here. I just need a few more seconds to be sure to get the live stream up. So, or the overlay up. So, well, I have it set to ultra low latency, so I'm not sure if you're able to watch the live stream at the same time or not. But if you are, then just wait till you see both the names up, and then, well, yeah, just I guess wait like 30 seconds or something. Yeah. Cool. I'm ready whenever you are, though. I'm ready whenever you guys are, though. I'm gonna go ahead and click the live stream back over and let them get the... Alright, cool. Alright, the drivers for Group B, they have about 2 more minutes of practice. We're gonna go ahead and let you guys get some of the practice runs in. Or let you guys watch some of the practice runs, I'm sorry. Definitely surprised at how well the drivers adapted to the track today, how quickly they were able to adapt to it. I know there's a lot of newer drivers. Well, not a lot. There's a handful of newer drivers here today, and like I was saying earlier, this is a pretty tricky track, so definitely surprised to see how quickly they were able to, you know, to adapt to the track and everything. Pretty cool to watch. Seems like the drone camera is a little bit more sensitive than it used to be. It just updated here recently, so... Alright, they should only have about a minute or so of practice left. The stick drift on my my Xbox controller for the drone camera is real. It's a real thing happening. What's up? I was talking to you. I seen you were in chat with me. Yeah. Yeah, yep, I am ready to go. All right. All right, so first battle of Group B will be Remy against Image Gipper. Not sure how to pronounce that. If I'm butchering it, then I am very sorry. They will be next battle up. Image Gipper will chase. Remy will lead. Oh. Okay, there we go. We wait for the drivers to come to the line. Here we go. Remy is on his way. He will lead first. The 370. Image Gipper in the RX-7. All right, the light goes off and the drivers. All right, nice big initiation there from Remy. Exactly what we want to see. Woo, Image Gipper just sucked right up to his door right before that transition. Remy filling the zones out exactly how he needs to, being super smooth in the lead in the 370 and gets pinged by Image Gipper right in the door, sending him wide into the 5th outside zone. Get them flipped around. All right, Image will lead now and Remy will chase. We'll wait for the light to go green. All right, here we go. Drivers are off. Big flick there from Image. A little bit of a left foot brake, it seemed there, to get out to that outside zone, but super fast now, RX-7. Remy having a hard time keeping up with him. Oh, Image looking like he might have went a little bit wide there. Looking like he's all straight line speed here in the RX-7. Just doesn't quite have enough side grip dialed in. But he held it together and made it across the line. Props. All right. Get him lined up over here. We wait for the judges to come to a decision on who the winner was. And it will be Remy in the 370. He will advance to round 2. Thank you for coming out, Image. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully you show up in the next competition if you're watching. All right. Get the bracket edited. Moves on. All right, our next battle will be Edvards against Sestava. All right, here we go. Drivers are off. Edvards in the lead in the GTA 6. Sestava in the chase in the S15. Edvards really good through the first section there. Sestava holding close proximity to him. Edvards doing really solid in the lead though. Sestava sticking right with him, not giving him any breathing room, just what we like to see. As they come across the line, very solid run from these two drivers. Awesome tandem. Great, great battle. All right. There we go. The overlay up for the lead and chase. Sorry it wasn't there for the first run, as the drivers are off for their second run of the battle. Edvards right all over Sestava. Sestava going a little, looked like he might have went a little wide. He might have kept it on track there. Edvards doing just as Sestava did, all over his door, not giving him any room at all. Just what we want to see through that sweeper there. Just tight proximity as they come across the line. Very good battle from these two drivers. Awesome battle. Wait for the judges to come to a decision. Next battle will be Griffin against 50 Shades of Cray. Wait for judges to make a call here. Who's it going to be, chat? Is it going to be Edvards or is it going to be Sestava? You guys put your votes down before they make a call. Definitely a good battle. They got their work cut out for them, that is for sure. Oh, it's going to be Sestava. Sestava's going to move on, and he's going to get the win. Great battle from these two drivers, though. Just what we wanted to see, like I said. All right, next up will be Griffin against 50 Shades of Cray. Get them to the line. Griffin in the E36, 50 Shades in the RX-7. See what these two drivers can do as we wait for this light to go green. All right, here we go. The light signals and the drivers are off. Griffin coming all the way across the track as soon as he gets out of the cones. Not quite sure what the judges are going to do there for the contact. It's probably going to be on 50 Shades. If I had to take a guess, but we shall see. Sorry for the weird drone angle there. But Griffin doing really well in the lead there through that sweeper. And filling out all the zones like he should. Very deep in all the zones, putting the bumper all the way in the wall. Definitely some sort of a weird hiccup there on the start, though, with Griffin coming all the way across the track like that. We didn't say anything, you know, that it wasn't allowed in the driver meeting, though, so we said they were allowed to go all the way to the drop line on the run-up, so we'll see what happens there. Oh, get this swapped around. Must be some questions happening, I'm assuming. Oh, here we go. All right, light goes off and the drivers are initiating. 50 Shades very fast in that RX-7. Looking like he went with a handbrake drag for initiation. And just absolutely pulling away from Griffin. Griffin having a really tough time keeping up with 50 Shades. RX-7 definitely seems to be faster on this track, as well as the BRZ. 50 Shades not quite out to that fully. Oh, the last two zones, the 5th and 6th zone, didn't quite fill them out from 50 Shades. Wait for the judges to deliberate. Just as before, they definitely have their work cut out for them. This will be our final battle of Group B. Have Group C come in. Next round will be a little easier. It'll only be 2 groups. Be as much waiting around for the viewers. Still waiting on the judges to come back with a call for the 50 Shades and Griffin battle. Sorry for the silence. I'm also doing the bracket and the overlay and everything. It's a good bit of work. So I do apologize for any awkward silences during the live stream. Has been a good minute since we've had one. Trying to get back in the spirit of things and try to get to have them every 2 weeks again, but we'll just have to see how schedules work out and what happens in our own personal lives. I don't think I made it any easier for the judges as well with the wicked drone camera angles that were going on during that last battle. Hopefully they got some stuff to work with there. All right, Griffin will move on over 50 Shades. Griffin will go to round 2. And 50 Shades will be eliminated. All right. So, like I said, that'll do it for Group B. We're going to wait for Group C to get in here now and do their battles. Then Group D will come in after them to do theirs. We might see if we can get both groups in here. That way we can get through this a little bit quicker. That way everybody's not waiting around as long. Going through them pretty quick. Not too upset with the time it's taken. All right. Looks like 50 Shades is still in the server. I wonder if something is happening. All right, I will have to send you guys to a quick commercial break. I was asked to jump into the judges chat, so I will be right back. Hopefully we'll have Group C in here by the time I come back. right, welcome back, everybody. We are getting the last minute or so of practice done with for Group C before we get them started. Give you guys some camera footage of the practice sessions. Doesn't look like all the drivers are in here just yet. Maybe more will start coming in here shortly. Our first battle of Group C is going to be modded POV against Cat Slayer. Oh, I was locked onto the wrong car there. Meant to be locked onto the lead. Right. So for Group C, we're going to have modded POV against Cat Slayer, Cristiano Silva against Jeremy, and then Daniel against Miles Skids. Should be nearing the end of their practice now. What's up? Practice over? All right. All right. Well, there you guys heard. They got 30 seconds left before they get their battles underway. And then we get to Group D before we go to round 2. Let the drivers get a few last bit of runs in. I just love that livery on the S14. Try to get a close-up of it here. Ooh, into the wall. Very good looking car though. Definitely love the paint scheme on this one. Alright, like I said, if you wanted to try this track out for yourself, be sure to click the Discord link in the description. That'll take you to our Discord where this track is posted in the announcements. You could also wait until the creator of the track, Randall Kenny, releases it on Vosen after he makes some minor updates to it. But it looks like we're getting our first battle underway here, which is going to be modded POV against Cat Slayer. Modded POV in the S14. Cat Slayer in the S15. Gonna have a battle of the S chassis here. We wait for them to go underway. Maybe turn this up just a little bit for you guys. Hopefully that helps out with the volume. Here we go. Light goes and the drivers are off. Oh, might be a little bit too loud now. You guys have to let me know in chat. All right, kind of a shaky initiation there for modded POV. A little shaky. Just holding the transition and angle and a little slow in that section there. And contact was made, and I'm assuming that is going to be on modded POV's. That will be modded POV's fault if I had to take a guess. And he reset back to pits, which they're not supposed to do. But given there was contact and they didn't really go that far, I'm not sure it really matters too much. Go Cat Slayer is also going to get a fresh set of tires just to make it even. All right, we get them flipped around. Cat Slayer in the lead now. On a POV in the chase. We wait for the light to go green. Alright, they are off. Cat Slayer with a big flick initiation, filling out that outside zone really well, but got absolutely obliterated by modded POV. We'll watch him go ahead and finish out his run. He spins out though, as they will come back over here to the judging gate to see who will advance on. I'm assuming it is going to be Cat Slayer that's going to be moving on. It's what appeared to me to be Modded POV's fault both times. Yep, and there we go. Cat Slayer will move on for round 2. And our next battle will be Cristiano Silva against Jeremy. Wait for the drivers to come to the line. Cristiano Silva in the E92. No sign of Jeremy. Is Cristiano Silva going to get a bye run? That's what it appears. Give them just a second. Or they're trying to find Jeremy, or he is trying to join the server. If not, then Cristiano Silva will get a bye run and he will move on to round 2 and get the easy win. And here we go. Cristiano looks like he will get a bye run. Most drivers hate to get one of them and get the easy win, but they will take it any day of the week. That is for sure. Looks like Cristiano Silva might be having a little bit of a latency issue. A little bit of a lag going on there. I'm not sure if it's on his end or on our end. As he comes to the finish line for his bye run. Gets the easy win. All right, so he will advance on. Up next will be Miles Skids against Daniel. Right. Oh, drivers are lined up. I think Miles Skids is supposed to be leading first, but it will be okay. Get their names flipped around for you guys quick. There we go. Alright, drivers are off. Sorry for the drone camera doing some weird snapping thing when they launch. It's just part of what happens when you get locked onto them. But Daniel with the initiation, pretty decent in the first outside zone, but very shallow on the second outside zone. And Miles tucking up really tight to his door after that transition after the second outside and just sticking right there with him. Oh, Daniel hitting the cone, getting a little bit of an airborne, a little bit of three-wheel action going on. In the fifth outside zone, them cones can be deadly. And cones are some ninjas if you let them be. Almost took him out of commission there. He made it. They get lined back up and get flipped around. Miles will lead now. Daniel will chase. All right, here we go. There. Light goes green and they are off. Miles leading this time in the E36. Daniel chasing in the BRZ. We'll see what happens. Ooh, very close there to almost a disaster there from those drivers. Could have been much worse, but they both held it together. Big props to them. Miles not doing too bad there in the lead position. Daniel looks like he could make a little bit of proximity, but also not too bad. Oh, and both drivers kind of doing the same thing across the line, throwing a lot of angle to try to fill out that last outside zone the best they can. It is kind of tricky to fill it out all the way. So they get lined up at the gate to see who will move on. Next up on the chopping block. Oh, that's actually it for Group C. Okay, I forgot we had a bye. After this, Group D will come in, and our first battle in Group D will be Minty against Murph Terps. And there you go, Miles gets the win, and Miles will move on. So now Group D will come in. The final group of round 1, then round 2. Like I said, you'll have 4 battles in each group in round 2. So the groups will last a little bit longer, and then round 3 it'll all just be one group. It just seems to be easier to do it that way, you know, from not having enough cars on the server or lag issues or whatever it might be. So we just try to make it as easy on the drivers as possible. We don't want to go to too many commercial breaks, so I'll try my best to stay here once you guys get the full practice experience while we wait on them. Go ahead and pop us right here. Like I said, our first battle of Group D will be Minty against Murph Terps. Minty will lead. Nice. All right, got to give them a second to get the password and then get it put in and then jump on the server. It's a bit of a process, but that's how we keep randoms out of this lobby from joining and, you know, kind of ruining the comp at that point. You know, when you got people in here that aren't connected to voice call or whatever, or know, you know, there's a competition happening. So kind of throws a wrench in everything, but here we go. Murph Terps, first one into the server, driving the A80 today. My personal favorite car in the pack. A80 and the GT86 are just very, very good cars. We got another driver in here with him. Got Nathan in here with Murph. Hogan in the S15. These two are teammates, so if they happen to battle today, then just expect it to be some good battles. Kogan there giving the wall a little bit of too much love. Alright, they should only have a couple minutes left or so to get some practice in and for everybody else to join in. Once the last car joins in, practice is usually over. We're just waiting for everybody to get joined in here before we get them underway. First one's in, get some practice laps. Kind of perks to jumping in the server quickly. Like I said, though, this track is super fun, super technical. I mean, it's, like I said, it appears to be an easy track, but it really isn't. I suggest you guys give it a try for yourselves if you're watching, just to kind of see what it's like. Those walls are not forgiving at all. They definitely will mess you up quickly if you give them a chance to. And sometimes, though, if you overangle, they can come to your savior if you overangle a little bit too much. Looks like we're in for some pretty good battles in this group here. Right. Let's see if we can't get a angle where we can get the whole track. Practice just about over. Oh man, that's how it works. That's how it always goes. Once you hit the round 2, that's when the battles get better and better and better. And then the grade 8, you know, obviously it's really good from there. But yeah, I'm definitely surprised at how well some of the drivers adapted to the track. You know, I personally struggled learning the line myself right away, but figured it out. You know, I would say at a decent time. But some of these newer guys, I'm impressed by him, I gotta say. Yeah, but it's also, you know, it's super easy to make a mistake on, and that's what we love. We love tracks that are challenging, and you know, if you make any mistake during your run, then you know it's really to your detriment, because it'll just throw off your line that much, making little errors. Those are the tracks that I personally like, at least, and I'm usually the one setting them up, so that's what we usually go with. But yeah, they don't like cars, that is for sure, the walls of this track. But surprisingly, we haven't seen too many people hit the wall today. That's a good thing. No, never. It's a commentator's curse. Alrighty. Alright, there you guys heard. We are gonna get the final group of round 1 wrapped up, get them sent off for their battles. Our first battle, like I said, will be Minty against Murph Terps. The winner of this battle will move on and face Blastoise. If you guys are familiar with the community, then you should know the name Blastoise. He's competes everywhere. A well-known sim drifter. Alright, here we go. We got Minty against Murph Terps. Our first battle of Group D. In the final group of round 1. Minty in the S15, Murph Terps in the A80. Minty with kind of an awkward initiation there. Looked like it was a lot of left foot brake maybe for initiation. Murph, oh, looked like there was a little bit of contact there, but it didn't appear as though Murph actually made contact with him. So maybe, sorry for the weird drone thing just now, but maybe it was due to some latency or ping or something, if I had to take a guess. Very unfortunate. The judges are definitely have to watch that over and see exactly what happened there. All right, we get them flipped around. Murph Terps will lead this time around. Minty will chase. All right, as we wait for this light to go green. There it goes, and the drivers are off. Murph Terps in the lead this time around. Big flick there from Murph, filling out that right on that white line all the way around. Just a nearly perfect, if not a perfect initiation there from Murph Terps. Minty getting a little bit out of the camera there. Definitely has some proximity to make up, but he's sucking up to Murph Terps' door. Oh, and he's going to over-rotate right before the 5th outside zone. Very unfortunate for Minty, but wow, what a run there from Murph Terps. That was about as good as you can get here. That was a impressive lead run there on Murph Terps' end. We get them lined up at the gate to see who will advance on. Our next battle will be KGO Alex against Water. All right, there we have it. Murph Terps will move on. He will move on to round 2, get the win over Minty. All right, we have Alex and Water come to the line now. Water in the Aston Martin. Alex in the 370. Alex will lead. Water will chase this first run. No worries, man. Minty, I'm talking to you in chat. No worries, buddy. Everybody is always welcome. Just show up to the next one and get it next time, man. Come and drive with us whenever we go and drive and get some practice and seat time in, and you'll be there. All right, here we go as we have Alex and Water underway. See what they can do. Alex with a handbrake pull initiation, and Water just... I'm not quite sure what happened there, actually. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let the judges decide what happened there. Alex going to finish out his run. Water just going to drive around. Save on the tire, I think, maybe. Alex going to go ahead and finish out his run. Giving the wall a little tap there across the line. All right, we get them flipped around. As Water will lead now. Alex will chase. Go ahead and get locked onto the right car here. Get zoomed in a little bit. Maybe a little too much. All right. Waiting for the light to go green. Well, I say green, but it's not quite green. The semaphore's got some exhaust on it, you can see there. All right, there we go. The semaphore is off, and so are the drivers. All right, here we go. Water leading this time. Pretty decent flick there from Water. A little shallow in both the zones. Oh, going wide there, over angling a tad bit. Coming out of that second outside zone, but holding it together, keeping it on track. Giving the wall a little bit of a bump right there in that fourth outer. A little shaky through the sweeper, but keeping it together, hitting that fifth outside, coming to the line and giving the wall a good smack, and he might have even straightened up before the line. It'll be interesting to see what the judges call on that with how close it was, but I'm fairly certain he was straight coming across the line, so very unfortunate for him if that is the case. As we wait for the judges to get a call made. Our next battle will be Kogan against Nathan. Kogan, I believe, in the S15, Nathan in the Aston, if I am correct. There we have it. Alex will move on and get the win over Water. All right, so we have our next battle coming to the line already. We have Kogan. Oh. We have Kogan against Nathan. Sorry for the phone camera drifting off there for a second. I was getting the overlay up. I do apologize. But as we wait for the light to go green here, get Kogan and Nathan underway. They are off. See what they can do. Big flick there from Kogan. Pretty much ideal through the first two zones. Nathan, though, right there with him, not giving him any breathing room Not quite as deep as Kogan, but it's hard to do that in the chase here. But Nathan all over Kogan, not giving him any room at all. Kogan's definitely got his work cut out for him in the chase here. Wow, what a tandem that was. That was very, very impressive. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't think they were supposed to go just yet. Get them reset. The light was just not reset. All right, here we go. Driver flipped around. I think we're ready to go this time. Just waiting for the light. All right, here we go. We'll see what these drivers are able to do this time around as they both went big into that first outside zone. Oh, a little bit of maybe too much angle there from Nathan. Was there contact? I'm not sure. The judges are going to have to go back and watch that, but very impressive through this part of the track so far. Just incredible battle from these two guys. I really don't even know what to say. Kogan coming in hot and giving Nathan a little bit of a bump there at the end. Drone angle was definitely a little too close there. Hopefully the judges are able to see what happened there. That was a very good battle, though. Going to be interesting to see what they call, or it even could possibly be our first OMT of the day. Not sure. It isn't for me to decide. Crazy how fast you lose the hang of hosting competitions when you don't host them regularly. I feel like I'm struggling over here. But anyway, that's besides the point. And I believe this maybe was our last battle of round one. Yes, this was our final battle of round one. We'll move to top 16 after the judges make a call here. I do apologize, judges, for the camera angles. I know you're probably not watching this right now because you're watching, you know, rewinding it and watching the replay, but in case you do hear it. All right, there we have it. Kogan gets the win. I'm assuming it's from that slight little mistake that Nathan made. This slight over angle coming out of the second outside zone, but that's it for round one. We're going to go ahead and get Group A in here for round two. Round two will be... Group A will be Spaceman against Dwifty Dim, Joseph JK against Joe Daddy, Thick Daddy against Reminiscent, Remy, and Sestava against Griffin. That is our Group A battles. And then Group B battles will be Melotix against Cat Slayer, Cristiano Silva against Miles Skids, Blastoise against Murph Terps, KGO Alex against Kogan. We're going to go ahead and send you guys to a short break here while we wait for these drivers to get in here. Make sure you don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Thanks. All right, welcome back, everybody. Drivers are still in their practice for round 2. This is Group A. We got all 8 drivers in here now, so the groups will be a little bit longer. You guys will get to see a little bit more battles before we do a group switch. We'll go ahead and get some camera angles for the practice runs while we wait for them to come to an end. Our first battle of round 2 is going to be Space against Dwifty Dim. Space right there in the 370, and Dwifty Dim in the S197. We should be in for some really good battles here in the latter half of the competition. I'm really excited to see what the drivers are able to pull together here throughout the rest of the comp. I do apologize, I had my phone loud in the background, in case you guys could hear that. Oof. Yeah, the drone camera update definitely seems like it's a little bit more twitchy than what it was before. I want to play around with the settings again before the next competition, so that way I can be super smooth with it again. But definitely appearing as though we're going to have some really good battles here in the second half of this comp. I do hope the drivers are enjoying the comp as much as I'm enjoying watching and hosting it. I know this track can be tricky and kind of aggravating at times when you can't get it just right, but still fun nonetheless. Shout out to all of our sponsors. I know they're scrolling up there in the top left-hand corner of the screen, but as you can see, there's Slush, Team BDB, Asphalt Tattooist Drift Team, Hijacked, a mod server that we kind of run called Slow Motion Mods. You guys can go ahead and join the Discord through ADL if you guys are interested. BHS Drift Team, it's up there on the screen now. Definitely thank you to all of our sponsors. And then, of course, Team Pure, our main sponsor, ADL's main sponsor. That is also ADL's drift team. So perhaps if you're in search of a drift team and would like to consider being a part of the ADL drift team, then get in contact with myself or Time Flies, guy in chat with me now. Yes, sir, the guy in chat with me now, and talk about how to join the team. How much time we got? Oh, he left the chat. I was gonna ask him how much time we had left for practice. Shouldn't it be too much longer? Drivers should be all in the server by now. It appears as though everybody is in here. No, you're fine. How much? All right. Sounds good to me, man. So what track we're thinking for the next comp? I think we're gonna have to do another thing where we make the track or make the layout. That is true. We have that. Well, I mean, we could get it done in no time. Axe. Ten 4. All right, you heard the man, everybody. When that light goes off, that group that's at the line, that is our time to go. So it should be Spaceman against Dwifty Dim. Like I said, Spaceman in the 370, Dwifty Dim in the S197. Go ahead and get the overlay up and rocking. First battle should be coming to the line here any second. Just heard everybody reset. Track is clear, I do believe. It is. All right, here we go. First battle at the line for round 2, top 16. Let's go. All right, there you see the light goes green and the drivers are off. All right. Pretty moderate, safe initiation there from Space. Swifty Dim definitely got to pick up some of that proximity, but not a bad line from neither driver so far. Spaceman giving the wall a little tap. Swifty Dim doing an amazing job of not making contact with Spaceman, giving the room to get back on drift, back online. Big props to Swifty Dim there. All right, drivers are getting flipped around. Swifty Dim will lead this time around. Spaceman will chase. Oh, camera lagged a little bit there. Sorry for that. All right, here we go. Drivers are off. Very solid initiation there from Swifty Dim. Spaceman getting the proximity back, getting back online with Swifty Dim, but Swifty Dim putting down a really solid lead here. Very, very solid lead run here from him. Wow. Very smooth, very solid all the way. Pretty good battle to start off our top 16 with, I'd say. Spaceman getting the bye, so that was his first battle of the day. Wait for the judges to make a call. Next battle will be Joseph JK against Joe Daddy. Swifty Dim gets the win. We'll move on to the grade 8. Spaceman will be eliminated. Unfortunately, that's my buddy. It's okay. He needs to do better. Just kidding. Sorry. Like this guy's last name, JK. Our next battle. Joseph JK against Joe Daddy will be our next battle. Get them to the line. Get them sent off. Joseph in the C7, Joe Daddy in the BRZ. Joseph looking like he's trying to get some heat in them tires. Doing some slight scrubbing. We'll wait for the light to go green. All right, here we go. They are off. Joseph with a big fat initiation there. Joe Daddy sticking right with him. Very solid initiation there from both the drivers. Good job on Joe Daddy there for not making contact with them. A little slight wobble there on the transition, right before the transition, I should say. Looked like Joe Daddy was about to contact him, but saved it. Solid run so far from both these drivers. Wow, just an all-around good tandem. No complaints here for that run. Drivers get flipped around. Joe Daddy will lead. Joseph will chase. Get locked on. Waiting for the light to go green. There it goes, it's off. And the drivers are off. Here we go for the second half of their battle. Joe Daddy with a fat flick and on initiation. Really solid through the first two zones. Joseph sticking right there with a bumper to bumper on transition. I'm surprised there was not contact there. Wow. Joseph sacrificed a little bit of angle for proximity, but he's right there with him. That BRZ is fast here. He's doing what he has to. Wow. Judges are they definitely have some work for this battle. Man, huge props to both of these drivers. What an amazing, amazing, amazing battle. Dare I say the best one of the day. Huge props. Great job, fellas. All right, I'm sure the judges are going to be deliberating for a good bit here. Our next battle will be Thick Daddy against Reminiscent. Oh, that was quick. They gave it to Joseph. Joseph gets the win. No matter what, you guys are both winners in my book. That was an amazing, amazing battle. Very good. All right, next up, we got Thick Daddy against Reminiscent. Right. Get locked on to Thick Daddy here as the light goes green. Drivers are off. The S13 is super fast up the line. Only having a dog box. Oh, big fat. Oh, and then a big straight in. Very, very unfortunate there for Thick Daddy. Just all sorts of errors on his part. I do know he is one of the newer drivers, so he'll get it. He was doing good in practice. We'll see what he can do in his chase run here, as we'll get them flipped around and Reminiscent will lead. Waiting for the light to go green here. There we go. Light goes green and they are off. Remy in the lead this time. Thick Daddy in the chase. Oh, almost contact. Great save there from Thick Daddy. But good initiation there from Remy as well in the 370. Remy doing a really good job in the lead so far, hitting all the zones just like he should be. Thick Daddy sticking right to his door there through the sweeper. Not doing so bad. Could be better about being online, but still right there on proximity. Remy giving the wall a little tap right at the line. I think he might have made it across before he went fully straight. I don't think we get too docked for that. We wait for the judges to make a call. Next battle will be Sestava against Griffin. All right, there we have it. Remy gets the win. Sent Thick Daddy packing home. Or sent him home packing. All right, Sestava and Griffin will be next. Sestava in the S15, Griffin in the E36. Light goes green and they are off. Sestava initiates. Could have been better about being fully outside on that white line. Backed up here with the drone camera a little bit. Really good flick into that second outside zone. Really good, or third, I'm sorry. Really good about the fourth outside zone as well. Pretty solid lead here from Sestava. Looked like he played it a little safe, but I think he still hit all the zones. Griffin kept right there with him all the way around as well. Nothing really to report on. All right, get them flipped around. Griffin will lead this time around. All right, here we go. Drivers are off. We're gonna have a big flick here from Griffin. Very solid through the first 2 zones of the track. Might be a little bit of a lag going on there, it appeared. Not quite sure what happened. Looks like Griffin might have over-rotated. Not sure. It appeared to be something was going on. I think I could even see it going on with the drone camera as well. But not quite sure what happened there. I'm sure the judges will find out. S13 making S13 sounds over there. You know, ones that have blowers coming out of them. All right, we wait for the judges to make a call. I believe that was our last battle of Group A. It was. We wait for the judges to make a call now. And it will be Sestava. He will get the win and move on. And that will do it for Group B, or Group A. We'll get Group B in here. Our first battle of Group B will be Melitix against Catslayer. And then it will be Cristiano Silva against Miles Skids. Blastoise against Murph Terps. And then KGO Alex against Kogan. For the final half of our top 16. Set up right here as we wait for the drivers to come in here. They all should be joining in here very shortly. Get set up somewhere where you can see the whole track and watch the drivers practice, excuse me. Looks like Murph Trips is first in again of Group B. He wants all the practice. I'll tell you what, he put down a really solid lead run in the top 32, so I can't wait to see what he does here in the top 16. Very, very solid lead from him. Looks like we're starting to get some more drivers in now. Once they all join, we will get the second half of top 16 going. Get their battles done and over with before we move on to the Great 8. Again, this track is Atlanta Dragway, the Nopi Nationals version of Atlanta Dragway. I believe this was a real-life event. Like I said before, this track was made by Randall Kinney, our buddy here at ADL. And the track will be going public on Vosin here very soon for those who are interested. What's up, man? Yeah, man, I'm enjoying watching the battles. Can't wait to see what happens here in the second half of the top 16. Yeah, I agree. Definitely some heavy hitters here in this group, so should be good battles here. And then top 8, grade 8, you know, there's already really good drivers in the grade 8, so definitely interested in seeing what happens. Surprised there hasn't been any OMTs yet. I definitely expected there to be a handful of, at least a handful of OMTs on this track, but none so far. Man, you heard him. You guys gotta practice. Servers are set up for the practice. He said you guys need more of it. Yeah, definitely, we had a pretty decent turnout. I'm surprised. We had more people show up than I thought we were going to. We haven't had one in a while. I didn't think we were going to have a whole lot come, but we had a pretty decent turnout. Disappointed. I mean, yeah, but you gotta take what you can get. Yeah, well, it's also not on our normal time that we host them either, you know. Yep. We're just some drift nerds. That's it. Drift geeks. That is so true.
Between Space and Drifty at the start of round 2. Space hit that cone. That's what straightened him.
The cone?
The cone.
Huh.
Might not see it on stream because it is client side.
Yeah.
But those cones are dangerous now.
They are dangerous. Alright, so yeah, we can't have collidable cones anymore on the track is what it is.
I mean, honestly, there's walls and flags. You don't need the cones in general, really.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. They never really bothered me. I mean, I've hit all the cones, and my car never unsettled or anything like that. But I don't know. I guess it's different circumstances.
Not with you in the car.
Yeah, I straight up murdered them cones. Alright, well, we got about a minute
15
left.
seconds.
15
I'm gonna let
seconds.
everyone get 15 seconds, man. I'll let everyone take one more run. I'm gonna go ahead, hop in chat, tell them what's up, and we're gonna get this thing going.
Alright, sounds good, man.
See you on the flip side.
Yes, sir. Alright, gonna get our first battle of, well, the second half. First battle of the second half of top 16. It will be Politics against Cat Slayer. We'll wait for them to get to the line here. Looks like Alex wanted to get one last practice run in. Alright, I believe Melitix is in the E92. Cat Slayer, can't remember which car he is in. Alright. We have Melitix at the line waiting for Cat Slayer. There he is in the S15. wait for the light to go green. Zoom in just a hair here. Alright, here we go. Drivers are off. Pretty decent initiation there from both drivers. Sorry for the camera angle. To come to this third outside zone. Could have been a little deeper there, but being safe, the walls are pretty deadly. They come through the sweeper. Very good so far from these two guys. As they come to that last outside zone, really solid run from both those drivers. We get them flipped around back at the line. Names popped here. Alright, here we go. Drivers are off. Oh, Melitix contact with Cat Slayer on initiation. Not quite sure whose fault that was. Not sure if Cat Slayer might have been slow where he shouldn't have been. Past the decel zone or not, but we're gonna watch as Melitix finishes out his run here. Huge contact though on initiation. Definitely gonna, they're just gonna have their work cut out for them to see what happened there. Alright, as we wait for them to make a call, our next battle will be Cristiano Silva against Miles Skids. They're just probably just seeing who was at fault for the contact there. Did Cat Slayer slow too much, or did Melitix come in too hot? Let's see what chat's saying. Assetto Corsa on PC. Oh. Alright, Cat Slayer gets the win. Taking it, Melitix just came in a little bit too spicy on that initiation. I do believe they're teammates as well. I hope I'm not wrong about that. I know last time I was wrong, so I hope not this time. But I think they are, if I'm not mistaken. But alright, we have Cristiano Silva and Miles Skids for our next battle. Alright, drivers are off. Cristiano Silva making contact with the wall there on initiation. Almost straightening him out, but not quite. Looks like he's a little funky on transitions here. Maybe not quite trusting his setup enough. Or maybe it's a lag thing, not quite sure. Definitely appears to be something going on there, but comes across the line. Oh! Giving the wall a little bit of a rub as he comes across the line. Get them flipped around. Miles will lead this time. Cristiano will chase. All right, here we go. Drivers are off. Miles with a really solid initiation there. Really good through the first two clips. Going all the way out to the edge of the track there after that second clip. Coming through the third. Doing really solid. Cristiano Silva trying to get that proximity. Trying to stick right there with him. But Miles putting down a solid, oh, right up until the end. Very solid lead run there for Miles. judges to make a call. Next battle will be Blastoise against Murph Terps. Sorry for the drone camera drift a little bit. I was getting the bracket set up. Alright, we wait for the judges to make a call still on this last battle. Gonna be Miles, or is it gonna be Cristiano? All right. There you have it. Miles will move on over Cristiano. And Miles will be in the Grade 8. All right. Up next, Blastoise and Murph Terps. Definitely hope this one should be very solid run from these two, so we shall see. I just hit my microphone. I apologize if y'all heard that. All right, Blastoise in the lead, Murph Terps in the chase. Light goes off. Drivers are off. All right. Ooh, big initiation from Blastoise. Slight wall tap from him. Murph Terps sucking right up to his door. Really smooth lead here from Blastoise. After that, wall tap. Murph Terps right on his door, not giving him any room at all. Oh, Murph Terps falling back just ever so slightly on the last transition. Maybe he got held up just a little bit on his door, couldn't back up. I do know that I was telling somebody the other day about how easy it is to do that here. It just gets stuck on the door of the lead driver and not have enough time to back up before the transition. So all right, light goes green and the drivers are off for their second run. Big initiation there from Murph Terps. Blastoise all over him. Ooh, bumper to bumper transition there. Fell inside of Murph Terps just a little bit after transition, but held it together. Sticking right there with him. Murph Terps really wide line there through the sweeper. I don't know if he might have dropped a tire over there, but maybe it looked like him. Blastoise giving a little push there across the line. What a battle from these two. What a battle. Awesome battle. All right, well, as the judges make their call, our next battle and final battle of top 16 will be KGO Alex against Kogan. Man, I would really hate to be a judge right now, because that's not an easy one to call. I know Murph or Blastoise had a little bit of a wall scrub on initiation, so that might have made it a little bit easier, but I don't know. It might not have as well. Yeah, Camacho, that was fire. That was definitely a fire battle from those guys. And they love each other too, so like, not like that, like friends. So it's They just wanted to take each other out that much more, which makes it better. Yeah, that one for sure was not easy to come up with a call on. Oh, and there we have it. Blastoise will move on. He gets the win. We'll move on to the Great 8, and Murph will be eliminated. All right, up next we have Alex against Kogan. Alex in the 370, Kogan in the S15. Light signals and the drivers are off. Alex with a handbrake drag entry. Going a little wide there. A little soft on the throttle. Kogan trying to get that proximity back. Maybe unsure of what Alex is doing. Alex definitely being a little kind of stabby with the throttle. Still finding his way to most of the zones. Wouldn't say the best lead there from Alex, but he still made it across the line nonetheless. The drivers get flipped around. Kogan will lead this time around. Wait for the light. There we go. Light signals, and they are off. Ooh, Kogan giving the cones a little bit of a taps through as he makes his way to the Manji. Big initiation there from Kogan. Super wide out into that second outside zone. Very deep in it. Hitting the third one very, very well. Really wide there. Almost out to that white line from 3 to 4. They come through their sweeper here. Very good in outside 5. And Alex somewhat kept proximity with Kogan throughout the whole track. Not too bad of a chase there, but really solid lead there from Kogan. All right, and there we have it. Kogan will get the victory and move on to the Grade 8. And that will do it for top 16. We'll move on to the Grade 8 now. Grade 8 will be Dwifty Dim against Joseph JK, Remy against Sestava, Cat Slayer against Miles, Blastoise against Kogan. We'll wait for the other 4 drivers to get in here. There's the other, some of the drivers should already be in here. Not sure how many, but some should already be in here from previous group. We'll go ahead and send you guys to a quick little commercial break as we wait for everybody to get in here to finish out the competition. This will be the last one of the comp, so thank you for being with us, and we'll be right back. right, welcome back everybody. We are now in the grade 8 of today's competition. Our battles in the grade 8 will be Lifty Dim against Joseph JK, Remy against Estava, Castlayer against Miles Skids, and then Blastos against Kogan. Drivers only have a few more seconds left here at practice before we get them sent off, and I don't think there's going to be any more practice from here to the rest of the end of the comp. I do believe this is it for practice. We will be going all the way to the end of the competition from here on out. So, like I said, up first we got Dwifty Dim against Joseph JK. Very difficult name to say there. Right. Practice should be over. And we should be starting here very, very shortly. Both drivers have made their way to the line, and the Gray 8 is about to be underway. We should be in store for some very, very good battles here. So wait for the light to go green. All right, here we go. Drivers are off. Very, very safe, modest initiation there from Dwifty Dim. He hits the wall, goes a little too wide there. As he gets back online, Joseph gave him just enough room to get back in his spot. Wow. Just imagine if none of that ever happened. Oh, and then another little wall tap right across the line. Mustang sounds like it's slightly broken when it's on limiter. All right, here we go. Drivers are flipped around. Waiting for the light to go green, it does, and they are off. Joseph in the lead this time. Big flick there from Joseph. Oh, Dwifty Dim looking like he might have hit the wall on initiation. Resetting back to pits, and I think that might have been the nail in the coffin for him, unfortunately. Go to finish out Joseph's run with him. He makes his way to the line. All right. Joseph JK will move on over Dwifty Dim. We prepare to get our next battle to the line, which will be Remy against Estava. All right, drivers are at the line. We are ready to go. Light goes green, drivers are off. Running with a pretty solid initiation there, nice and smooth. Estava sticking right there with him. Not really giving him any room. Very close on proximity and transition there. Very smooth lead here from Remy. Very, very well done through the sweeper. Estava sticking right there with him. Just a solid run, all around solid run from both drivers. No complaints about either one of them. Could have been a little deeper here and there, but hey, they got the job done. That's what we're looking for. All right, light goes green, and they're off. Oh, big, oh, gonna run it, I guess? No restart? All right, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna run a restart, okay. All right. Good call, good call. All right, we get them set back up. Restarted. Restarted? I don't even know if that's a word or not. Get them set back up for a rerun. All right. Here we go. They are off. Sestava leads this time around. Same thing, kind of a modest flick there from Sestava. Very smooth, very wide though. Remy sticking right there with him. Not really allowing him to go anywhere. Trying to get that proximity. Could have a little more, but Sestava, just as Remy was, very smooth in the lead here. Just as we expect in the grade 8. Well, judges are definitely going to have a hard time making a call with this one, as runs were pretty... I'd say they were pretty ideal. They were pretty close to each other as well, so both, you know, played it safe and just got the job done. So next battle will be Cat Slayer against Miles Skids. We'll wait for the judges to make a call on who the winner was between Remy and Sestava. Both very good looking cars. Very well driving cars as well. Like I said, Judge is definitely going to be a hard call to make, seeing as both runs were they were just so similar to each other, lead and chase. So they're going to have to be real nitpicky on who to go with unless they just call an OMT. Very solid battle from these two guys. Oh, we have our first OMT of the day. All right. Here we go. We're going to get these drivers lined back up. All right. Got them lined back up. Remy against Sestava here. Not exactly positive what happened there. I wish I would have got a better camera angle of that. I was too busy fixing the drone camera to see exactly what happened. Very unfortunate either way for whatever it was that happened.
What's up?
What's up?
We have a slight delay. When he hit back to pits, his game crashed, so he is currently rejoining.
Sestava?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, we are waiting for Sestava to jump in. He will lead this time around. All right, here we go. For the second half of their battle. All right, much better initiation that time around. Remy sucking right up on Sestava's door. Sestava looked like he had a slight little stumble there going to the second outside and the third outside. Remy doing a really good job being very aware of what the lead car's doing and avoiding contact. Oh, and then I'm not sure if it was too much of a slowdown or what it was for the cause of that, but definitely interesting. Interesting battle from these two fellas. Wait for the judges to make a call. Now, hopefully, our next battle will be Cat Slayer against Miles Skids. If the judges are able to make a call. Oh, we have another OMT. All right. All right. So get locked on to Remy over here for their second OMT. All right, they are off. Much better initiation this time around for the first run. Remy could have been a little bit deeper there and very smooth, just as he was in their very first battle, though. Sestava being a little bully, sticking right there with him, not quite matching his angle. All right. They make their way to the line. Oh, a little too far there with the camera. All right, get them flipped around. All right, light signals, and they are off. All right, just almost the same as the last run there. Little hiccup there from Sestava going to the second outside. A bit better going into the third outside zone this time. Remy doing a much better job about matching angle. And both of them made it to the line with no contact both runs this time. All right. I'm sure that's what the judges wanted to see. We'll see what they call this time. Waiting on the judges to make a call. Sounds like our next battle is getting ready. Again, that's going to be Cat Slayer against Miles Skids. Judges definitely taking their time on this call. Man, I wonder what they're taking so long for. They must have seen something that I missed. All right. Well, while we wait, I'm gonna go ahead and give another shout out to our sponsors. Like I said, they're up in the top left in the corner of the screen, but Team BDB, Team ATDT, Pure Drift Team, BHS Drift Team, the mod Discord that myself and Time Flies created. We decided to make it as a sponsor. It's like our way of helping out the community and trying to provide, you know, mods to everybody. It's called Flow Motion Mods. And then Revolution Drift Club, professional and street drift team. Kind of like a final bout style, but also, you know, professional drifting competitive team as well. I wonder if something happened, if there's some desync happening on my end, or if it's just taking this long. Nope, I don't think there's any desync. I see drivers moving around. Interesting. Oh, all right, there we have it. Remy moves on. Remy gets the win. All right, we finally have an answer after, I'm sure, some very tough deliberation. All right, our next battle up will be Cat Slayer against Miles Skids. All right, Miles already over here at the line, getting the tires warmed up. Waiting on Cat Slayer to make his way to the line. All right. Here we go. I believe this is our third battle of the grade 8. Yes, third battle of the grade 8. Cat Slayer against Miles Skids. And here we go, they are off. Big initiation there from Cat Slayer. Looked like a slight bump from Miles Skids on initiation, but they both held it together. Nothing too bad happened. Cat Slayer could have been a little bit deeper there on outside 3. Miles Skids tucking right up on his door, trying to hold it there as they make their way to the line. Cat Slayer making contact with the wall. Miles making contact with Cat Slayer right before the finish. Get them flipped around for their second run of their battle. All right. There we go. Miles with a big flick on initiation. Just like I like to see. Very wide. Filling out those outside zones all the way. Giving her all the beans. Being really smooth with a cast layer, though. Doing a very good job of mimicking his line and angle. Could have a little bit better proximity, but still very impressive to stick that line and angle like that. And Miles making love to the wall right across the line. And I'm sure that's going to be a 0 on his end, unfortunately. You hate to see it, but man, very unfortunate. All right, if the judges get a winner from this, our next battle will be Blastoise against Kogan. Probably not going to be the easiest call. I know Cat Slayer also made contact with the wall right before the finish line. Not sure if it was enough to deem it a 0 or not, but you know, that's also why I'm not a judge today, so I'm sure they will make the right call on that. All right, there you have it. Cat Slayer gets the win, and he will advance and move on. We'll be in the final 4. All right, like I said, up next we have Blastoise against Kogan. All right. Driver's at the line and ready to go. I am also ready. All right, here we go. Drivers are off. Should be a good battle, I'm hoping at least. Blastoise with a nice big flick on initiation, and Kogan, very good job mimicking his initiation. Very impressive from both drivers. Blastoise looking like he might have even scraped the wall a little bit there in the third outside zone. Kogan sucking right up on his door, giving him tire marks all over his door. They make their way to the line. Very, very, very good run from these two guys. Exactly what we want to see. Let's hope they can make it happen as they flip around for the second half of their battle. Those are the runs we like right there. All right. We'll wait for the light to go. Here we go. Light goes green, and they are off. Kogan against Blastoise. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Looked like Blastoise helped him out a little bit after contact. Wow. Very, very impressive run from these two guys. Oh, Blastoise get a little bit of bump there. Sorry for the weird camera angles, but wow, very... that was probably... I want to say that was the best battle of the day. If I'm wrong, chat can roast me, but I think that was the best battle we had today. I hope we see more like that in the remainder of the comp. Even though we only have a handful of battles left, but man, that was awesome. Good stuff, guys. And then after this run, we will move on to the final 4. Joseph JK against Remy for the first battle of final 4. Times like these where I'm glad I'm not a judge. It's definitely not an easy job, especially when you have battles like that. It was very, very solid battle. Still waiting on a call to be made. Chat, let us know what you guys think. Our battle boys. Definitely not going to be an easy pick for the winner. Oh, there we go. Kogan moves on. He will advance to the final four. Very good battles nonetheless. Very, very good battles. All right, up next we have Joseph JK against Remy to begin our final four. What's up? Yes. And four. All right, running right into the rest of the comp, like I just said. I'm not sure if you guys can hear him. I know I have to turn him on in OBS, so if you guys can't hear, Time Flies going in here and talking with me, and I do apologize. Here we go. We're just waiting for Joseph to make his way to the line. Here we go. The start of the final four. Who's gonna get the podium? All right, here we go. Joseph with a big old fat flick on initiation. Remy, not quite sure what happened to him on initiation. Definitely out of the ordinary for him. Maybe looked like he was trying to get a little too aggressive with it, and he backed out last second. Doing really a good job there to the sweeper there to get back up on his door, tucking right in the pocket. But Joseph, all around, just great run on Joseph's end. All right. Drivers get ready for the second half of their battle. Light goes green, here we go. Remy leads this time. Oh, I'm not positive, but definitely appears to be some sort of latency or ping issue going on. It appeared as though Remy got hit by Joseph, but clearly, as you guys seen, that was not the case. And unfortunately, and when you host virtual comps, you get that sometimes. You run into some ping issues, and it's never fun to call that. So usually when there's lag like that, we run it back, and that appears to be what we are doing, is running this the second run back, just to you know, have something to judge off of, because that something funky happened. So all right, here we go. Gonna get a rerun for that. Much better. Doesn't appear to be any ping issues this time around. Sorry for the drone camera, everybody. There appears to be still some sort of weird thing happening with the latency or the ping. We make do with it, and they make it to the line, and one solid piece this time. All right, next battle will be Cat Slayer against Kogan. Another pair of teammates. And there you have it. Joseph will move on. We'll move on to our next battle, Cat Slayer against Kogan. All right. Like I said, teammates, both Team Legacy players, drivers, both in the S15 as well. See what these boys can do. Should be in for a good battle, seeing as they drive together all the time, being teammates. Very solid initiation from both of these guys. Kogan doing an amazing job mimicking Cat Slayer. Cat Slayer putting down a really smooth lead run here for Kogan to chase. Could have been a little bit deeper in some of the zones, but very solid and smooth lead from Cat Slayer. Wow. Great battle, boys. We get them flipped around. Kogan will lead this time around. Wow, very, very wide initiation. Very much what we want to see on initiation from Kogan. Cat Slayer right there on Kogan's door, though. Not give him any room. Give him a little bit of tap there right before the fourth outside. But Kogan also very smooth in the lead, giving Cat Slayer the perfect line and door to chase. Man, yet again, glad I'm not a judge. Whenever teammates drive together, that's what you get, though. You always get really, really, really solid battles. Because most of the time, teammates, they always drive together, so... It's never fun judging teammate battles. And whoever wins this will move on and face Joseph for first place. Whoever loses will go against Remy for third place. Definitely not an easy call. Judge is doing some hard deliberation in the last battle. Want to be sure not to rob anybody. Can get a little impatient, it appears. Got restless drift syndrome. Judges are definitely taking their time on this call. OMT. That's what I figured it was gonna be. They take too long sometimes. The best thing to do is just go OMT. All right, well, they're gonna run it back. We're gonna have Cat Slayer lead Kogan again. Get them lined back up for their OMT. Now we wait for the light to go green. All right, they are off. Big initiation there from Cat Slayer again, and Kogan, just as before, right there with him. Not giving him any breathing room. Oh, little bump there, give him another bump right into the wall. Not sure if that was Cat Slayer maybe left foot braking a little bit too much, if he was at all, or if Kogan just kind of coming offline. Kind of hard to tell watching it live, but I'm sure the judges will make the right call. Right, drivers are flipped around. Light goes green and they are off. Big initiation there from Kogan again. Cat Slayer sticking right with him. Oh, give him a little bump on transition. Hold him up just a little bit. But they still made a transition and back online. Very smooth lead there from Kogan. Very, very good chase there from Cat Slayer. All right, who is gonna get the win this time? It's gonna be Cat Slayer. He is gonna move on. I guess Kogan was just being a little too aggressive there in the chase. But Kogan has a third place battle against Remy. Oh, win goes to Kogan? Okay, alrighty. I will edit that right now. Are we gonna do a third place battle or no? Alright, so we're gonna have Remy against Cat Slayer. Alright. We're gonna have a third place battle first. We're gonna have Remy against Cat Slayer, and then the judge hit the wrong button, so the win actually goes to Kogan instead of Cat Slayer. And then we will do our first place battle with Joseph against Kogan afterwards. So up next, like I said, Remy against Cat Slayer for the third place battle. All right, last two battles of the competition. Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna get third and who's gonna get first? Waiting for the third place battle to come to the line. All right. Yeah, I got it. All right, we got our third place battle at the line. Got Remy against Cat Slayer. Great showing from both of these drivers today. And here we go. Oh! Huge contact on initiation coming into the first zone. What it appeared to me, I'll just be honest, looked like Remy might have decelled a little too long. But also Kogan or Cat Slayer might have came in a little too hot. Not sure. Very hard to tell. Here we go, get them flipped around. Alright, Cat Slayer leading this time around. Big flick there from Cat Slayer, as always. Remy tucking right up to his door. And Cat Slayer just throwing a big fat angle line. I mean, just high angle the whole time. Leaving his door wide open for Remy to come and take. Being really smooth in that lead as well, Cat Slayer is. Very good run from both of these guys. Very good third place battle run. Well, the second half of the battle, at least. The first one, not so much. All right, as we wait for the judges to come back with a call. First and second place, I'm sure, are getting ready. Joseph against Kogan. Judges probably just going over the contact, making sure they put the appropriate person at fault for. It's one of them tricky ones where it could really honestly go either way. No, I don't have a replay up, but it did appear as though maybe Remy slowed a little bit too much and was even a little bit offline, a little bit too inside. Whereas Cat Slayer was kind of just flicking it really hard in there. Expecting the lead to be somewhere he wasn't, kind of. Like I said, judges want to be sure to make the right call. These might just be fun comps, but they do mean a lot to the drivers. Gives them bragging rights. Grounds for trash talk in the future. Man. Thought for sure they would have had a call by now. Probably wasn't the best camera angle as well, though. If I'm being completely honest. My drone skills are a bit lacking today, and I do apologize to everybody for that. Definitely enjoying the track, though. It's probably going to be one of my new go-tos. So like I was saying before, if it's something that you're interested in, then be sure to either get it off of our Discord, link in the description, or you can just wait until it is posted on Vosen publicly. But highly request it. It's a very fun track. Well, I'm starting to believe that we might actually have an OMT on our hands. But as long as it's taken, like I said, usually when they go on for this long, that's what it ends up being because they can't make a call. And they don't want to, you know, take too long, so they just run it back. The call can't be made. OMT. I told you guys. All right, we're gonna run it back. Remy, I'm assuming, is gonna lead again. Right, get the drivers' names up. All right, running them back for an OMT. Try to get some really good solid drone angles this time for them. I'm sure that I probably had a part to play in that, and the ruling probably not the best angles to judge off of. But we're doing it. We're making do. All right, drivers are lined back up, just waiting for the light to go green. Zoom out a little bit here. We go, and the light is off. Drivers are off. Much better initiation there from both drivers. Castler definitely needs to make up some of that proximity, which I'm sure he will. Really smooth lead here from Remy so far. Castler doing what he can to get that proximity back. Really good job from Castler all day mimicking the Elite Cars angle. A slight tap right across the line. Probably won't be too much fault on him for that. All right, drivers flipped around. Ready to go for their second run of their battle, for their OMT. This is third place battle. Here we go, they are off. Castler the lead, big flick from Castler again as we've seen all day. Remy all over his door though. Gave him no room on that first corner, the first two outside zones. Same way through here, through the third and fourth outside zones. Let's see if he can keep it together through the sweeper. Castler with a very smooth, like always, lead line. Hitting every zone he needs to. very good job through the last outside zone there from Cat Slayer. Probably one of the few drivers I've seen today to actually completely fill that last outside zone all the way. Got awesome job on his end for that. All right, well, the judges definitely don't have an easier job after that battle, I wouldn't say. Maybe they do. There was a section there where Cat Slayer wasn't quite up on Remy's door like he could have been. But not too bad nonetheless. All right, we'll try to get these comps back happening more frequently. I do know our next comp. We had a vote, and everybody decided. Well, not everybody, but we had enough votes to where we are going to end up doing a comp at midnight. So hopefully it doesn't go on for too long. But just for all those guys on the other side of the pond and the night owls that want to stay up late and everything, we're gonna have a comp at midnight. Just to see how it goes. You know, hopefully it goes well. But you know, gonna have a track that has, you know, lighting and everything too. Have the competition at night and the server as well. So should be fun. Should be interesting. Hopefully the connection issues aren't going to be a problem. Because you know, nighttime run the servers at nighttime usually don't go over so well, so we'll have to see. But stay tuned for that, and you know, peep the Discord if it's something you're interested in. It should definitely be a lot of fun. But like I said, we're gonna try to get back to hosting comps more frequently. I'm not gonna guarantee every 2 weeks like we used to do, but I'd like to get at least one out a month. So that's the ideal goal. Last few battles, judges have definitely done some really hard deliberation. Pretty good looking track. Very fun track as well. You know, I just noticed something. Every battle Remy has been in today, for the most part, has been... They've judged it longer on his battles. I just noticed that. Oh, there we go. Remy will get the win. He will get third place over Cat Slayer. Great showing by all these guys today. Very good third place bet. Yeah, I'm hosting a comp. I mean, they can't hear you. The stream can't.
Oh, okay.
They can now, but yeah, go ahead. Sure. But make it quick because the next battle's coming up.
So to clarify, what was the deciding factor on win or lose of that battle was the slow up of Remy. When he was slowing, there's that default or braking zone that you had added into that last zone, and Cat Slayer did run into him, and that's what caused fault and what ended up being the deciding factor. And the chase was better on Remy versus Cat Slayer.
Oh. All right. Well, good to know.
You're welcome. Good to see you. Welcome, everybody.
All right. right, here we go. Final battle is underway. Joseph in the lead in the C7, Kogan in the S15 in the chase. Big initiation there from Joseph. Very smooth lead here so far from Joseph, and Kogan just all over his door. Woo, very, very close there from Kogan. Almost with a little contact. I thought for sure that there was going to be some. Oh, and then Kogan just a little too aggressive on the last transition. It appeared as that's what it was. I'm not going to call it that's what it was, but that's what it looked like. Kogan just slight too aggressive on the last transition. But wow, what an amazing battle up until that point. An incredible tandem until that time. All right, drone camera doing drone camera things. Here we go. They are off for the final run of the competition. Unless an OMT, of course. Kogan very, very wide on initiation, all the way out into those first two outside zones. Joseph, a little bit of a hold up on the transition there. Bumper to bumper a little bit. Both these drivers want it so bad. Both being super aggressive in the chase. Doing exactly what they need to do. Oh, and then Kogan hitting the wall, making slight contact with the wall right before the line. Very unfortunate. Not sure if Joseph was close enough to push him into the wall, or if it was just all right. All right, there you have it. I believe they were giving the win to Joseph on that. I think it was a mistake. Hit the wrong button. So I do think Joseph gets the win, and he will move on. Well, not move on. He will be the winner. He will be the winner of today's competition. And I just want to say it was incredible. Today's competition. It was a lot better than what I was expecting it to be. Honestly, I didn't expect a whole bunch of guys to catch on to the track quite as well as they did, but they definitely showed out, and it was a great competition. We got drivers doing a victory donut around the start gate over here. What's up, man?
Did announce it correctly, correct?
Yes, Joseph. That's what I'm assuming. Yep, I seen the correction from the advance gate at the final second. So. Overall, though, great competition. Great job by all the drivers today. Awesome track, like I said before. If you want to check out the track for yourself, you can download it on the Assetto Drift League Discord. The Discord invite link is in the description, and the track will be posted publicly on Vosen after some small updates to it. But other than that, do you have anything you want to add to the end of the live stream to close us out?
Yeah. Shout out to Shift here, being the top dog that he is, making these comps, streams, just making everything just amazing. Custom cars, tracks, all the above. So with that being said, thank you everyone for coming out. Amazing group of people, very understanding group of people, and wish to see some new faces in the future.
Yep, I think we will. We just got to get back to hosting comps, more frequently and on a more set base or set schedule again. Like I said, we're going to try to get back to hosting them more often. I'm hoping once a month or so. But I think today's comp went well. Can't wait for the next one. Just if you're interested in competing in the next one yourself, then just check the Discord link. Like I said, it's in the description. And other than that, I think we're done. Huge shout out to the drivers today for coming out and doing their thing, and all of our sponsors that you've been seeing in the top left-hand corner of the screen all day. So other than that, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks to drivers, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.
Keep drifting fun.
Yeah, always keep drifting fun. Alrighty.